Click go live on YouTube. Yo, what is up, everyone? It's your boy TK. We are live. Finally, I'm trying to figure all of this out. I'm trying to set my settings up, my microphone settings as well. But what's up? I hope everyone's doing well. Got Perry in the chat. M3 Lions, what's up? Joshua, how's everyone doing? I'm trying to see if I can start a podcast, just start talking randomly, just random stuff just come to my head and just start talking about anything. Oh, Comic Chef, what is up, yo? Every stream more lights get added. For real. I added these two lights to today, right? I didn't know what to put there. I put Ghostface and Michael Myers near each other because I guess they're horror characters and they go with each other. They complement each other, just like Dracula and Frankenstein down there. So I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was cool for now. I still got open spaces and emptiness, but I think we're chilling. How's everyone doing today? Yo, everybody saying what's up? Yo, what up, Josh? Yo, what up? What up? All right, let's see what I want to talk about today. First and foremost, I want to go into video games. Let's go into the video games. Damn, TK, we have talked for hours. Yeah, stream look clean. Hopefully, I hope so, because my internet ain't clean. So that's another reason why I'm trying to limit myself with the most basic things I can do, because I feel like, you know what? Maybe in a podcast, my internet will be good enough to and plus, I like talking to you guys and seeing how everyone's doing in live time. So might as well. And whatever reviews and movies I want to talk about, I could just talk about within the podcast itself. All right, let's see. It says audio stream current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bitrate of 128. Okay. Where's my audio bitrate? Let's see that. Is that within... I don't know. Should I change that? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys could hear me well enough. It's telling me to change a setting, but I'm pretty sure everything was rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking. So I don't know why it's gonna tell me. Just ignore. Okay, cool. How's the house? The house is going well. I moved in. What was it? I moved in. I've been moved in. It's just I was working in New York for an extra 2 weeks, but I finally came down for New Year's. I was able to stay here for New Year's and finish and complete everything I had in New York. I had my dog. I had his bill. It was up to $15,000, and I busted my ass doing doubles and triples just to make sure before I come over here to the house that I'm debt free when it comes to that. So I accomplished that. So I'm happy for that. And now I was able to move into the new house, the new home, and kind of set up my room real quick. Honestly, these bookshelves were bookshelves that I was going to use in the first place. I just had them around and I was just like, you know what? I'll just put those there. I have a bunch of books that I'm currently trying to read as well. So I might as well show that off. But yeah, everything's going well. Can't complain. Yeah, you good. Okay, cool. Error. All right, cool. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see what's the first thing we can talk about. So I'm gonna go into video games for the first topic, just because I'm excited for it. This is an actor that I really enjoyed during Sons of Anarchy, and I thought the casting was perfect, because at first they rumored for Kratos. That's what I'm talking about. God of War. That it was gonna be the guy from Never Back Down, which I thought that was pretty cool as well if they casted him, but I guess they didn't, and they went with Ryan Hurst. So let me see if I could do this correctly and show this. So yeah, here we are. Ryan Hurst as Kratos for the new God of War. Let's read here. It says exclusive Ryan Hurst has been cast as Kratos in Prime Video's God of War from Sony Pictures Television and Amazon MGM Studios. Based on PlayStation's ancient mythology themed video game, the series received a 2-season order. Already off the back, 2 seasons. I like that. I like that. That's the kind of power Kratos has. With pre-production underway in Vancouver and casting has begun, I think they should cast me. I mean, if not as Kratos, cast me as his son, because I'm I'm literally right there. Or you can cast me as one of the gods. I'm not gonna put out a name over there, but I mean Hercules. I don't shy from it, right? I could be Hercules. I think I could be your boy Herc. Anyways, all right. So what do you guys think about that? Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy. That's like my favorite performance he has. And as Kratos, I mean, he does gotta he gotta put some weight on, and he has to be believable. But look at the face. I think the face. I think he has the face, fellas. I think he has the face. For me, I don't care if it's a big name on a game. Yeah, I don't need a big name. I just, honestly, I just wanted somebody that actually looked like Kratos and that could pull it off. I don't need a big name. I don't need Pedro Pascal playing, Kratos. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, I'm not hating. It's just I've seen him too many times in too many films, and I guess that makes a difference. I guess that makes an impact. You know, not trying to make an impact, but like, I seen you as this character in what's the video game? Uh, what is The Last of Us? There we go. And it's like, yo, now I got to see you as Mr. Fantastic. I just recently saw that film. So, you know what? Let's get into that. Do I have it here? Mr. Fantastic. Yes. What do I think about Fantastic Four? First steps. I thought it was an okay film. I didn't think it was anything special, and I think that's the issue. I think if you're gonna introduce Galactus into this universe and everything like that, I think it should have been. And I don't even know if they did Galactus wrong. A lot of people complained about, they didn't portray him as well because he's this all powerful being, and he didn't look like this all powerful. I'm sorry, but not everything transpires well to the big film, and I don't think Galactus being the main villain, being the villain for the film, gonna be transpired as like this all powerful being, because then how's Fantastic Four gonna take care of him or go against him? You get me? I think he's a universal threat, and honestly, I don't know if. I think in the future, if they bring him in again, they could be like, "Yo, he's this universal threat, not this Fantastic Four villain." You get me? I don't know. Two Gun, what is up? Pascal overdone. Yeah, man. Catching up. Yep. So I mean, yeah, so I got to sit down and actually watch Fantastic Four First Steps, and I thought it was okay. I thought Human Torch, I mean, had a big part within this film. And do I like him better than Chris Evans' Human Torch? I don't think so. I think he lost his humor within the film, and I think I like that about the original Fantastic Four film. It could just be me again. I think Mr. Fantastic was okay. I still like the other Mr. Fantastic better. I just felt like, we got more of his brain and his intelligence within those films than this one. I think this one, they just like really quick just went through it, and he built something real quick, and it was just no substance to it. It was like, I don't, it's not believable that this man is the smartest, the man in the universe. I mean, no matter how many times you tell me, but still. What else? Invisible Woman, I think she did amazing, and I think she's powerful, and I think she did great. I mean, she was able to hold down Galactus and push him back, so that was pretty cool. But I mean, was it a bad movie? I don't think it was a bad movie. I think it was okay. That's it. It's as far. I think The Thing was pretty good. He didn't have his rage. He wasn't angered. He wasn't mad about who he is. He wasn't. He was just a jolly good fella, and that was that. Okay. Yeah, but overall, I think it was a decent film. It's not top 10, I think, because also I just finished watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I just saw that film, and I gotta say, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me cry like 3 times. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm a grown ass man. I don't cry. So, I wasn't crying, but I was crying. I mean, what do you want me? Guardians of the Galaxy was great. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Let's go. I thought it was good. No complaints here. I think it was just the epic ending. I mean, do I agree with the ending? Did I want the ending to be like that? No, but I think I've understood where he was going, and I thought it was was a good way out. I mean, Rocket Raccoon and this. I mean, oh man, the tears came running down with all of this and everything he went through, and it was just like no way. And honestly, I also felt bad for Star Lord as well. Like in this film, you feel a lot. You just feel sad. I just felt sad, joyful at times, but mostly sadness. And I was just like, fuck. Like, why? Great Legend, what is up? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Jag, what is up? It's good to see everyone bawling your eyes out. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's just like this trilogy right here has to be one of the best or the best superhero trilogy out there when it comes to Marvel. I don't know. I think you can argue you can definitely argue it, but it's just it was so good. Again, so many things happened within this film that is just it was saddening, and I was just like, damn, no, what's going on? Oh, Gamora, understand, think about it, yo. And I guess that cover says it all right there. You see that cover? That look at that. Can you guys see that? Am I blocking that? I think I'm blocking it, but anyways, the separation, you see the separation, that's intended. Her being separated from the group is intended because I mean that's how it felt. And then even towards the end, oh my god, what a great film. Good trilogy. I just cried a couple of times. And I wasn't expecting to cry, you know. I had my drink, I had my popcorn. I was on my couch and I was like, all right, let's do this. And then tears started coming down. Catching up on Stranger Things and Eddie is a Human Torch. Yeah, man. Stranger Things, I only saw the first episode of the newest season, so I gotta go and watch that because it's a big deal, I think, for the most part. Great Legend, my boy, Great Legend, one and only Great Legend. Hell yeah! I want to see your live reaction to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, yo, I swear. That movie had me tearing. I wish I recorded myself, but it would just be so much editing to do. And I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking of doing like a every morning, like the morning podcast kind of deal and just talk about different topics. Because I like engaging with you guys. If I can't get all the what is it? All the material out there, at least I can talk to you guys. Because I think I'm very limited in my internet service, and it's just like, damn. It sucks, but I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. What else we got here? The Rip came out on Netflix. I don't know if you guys know about this film. This is with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and I think Joe Rogan just dropped the podcast of them. So that's pretty cool. I don't think they talked about the movie too much. I don't know. Maybe they did. I mean, I would assume they did, but I'm actually eager to see this film as well and see what's going on there. I know they're buddies, and then I don't know what happens from there. They're like cop buddies. I thought The Gap was AI and underpaid actors. The Gap? What do you mean? Daily live stream is let's go. Yeah, man. I think a good daily podcast stream or live stream, whatever you want to call it, I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know why my dog is barking over there, but yeah, I think those every day just doing it Monday through Friday. I mean, it wouldn't take time. I could do 2 hours just chatting. Any news that came out, pop culture related. Don't try to hit me with no political news or anything. I ain't trying to do all of that. What else can we talk about today? All right, let's get into the big thing that I wanted to talk about. What speed is your internet? My internet's at 1,000 megabytes download speed, which that's fine if I'm downloading something, but it's capped at like 30 megabytes upload speed or 30 megabytes upload speed, which is very difficult to manage just because you need all that. You need as much as you can to upload your videos and upload your live streams and do all of that. Like even if I do a movie reaction, which I intend to do and everything like that, I know just uploading that film is gonna take a long time. Just so then YouTube to be like, yeah, we caught some copyright materials. You got to change that up or delete that. And it's like, fuck. But yeah, La Falao. Oh, so no. Now, how do you feel about the political climate in the Middle East? Nah, you ain't catching me. Nah. All right. So I'll tell you what film I did see last night. And oh my God, This film was trash. Woo! We're talking about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. This is a cool poster. This is what they gave me out there. I was like, oh shoot, we got the Alpha, we got the Jimmy's gang, we got Dr. Kelson, and it's a skull. I think that's a pretty badass. And then you got the temple itself, the Bone Temple that they're talking about. I don't know if you guys seen 28 years later, but I thought that film was good. I thought it was entertaining, engaging, and I was like, oh shit, this feels fresh. This is something cool. This is a new, I mean, it's zombie apocalypse going on and everything like that, but it's just a new take on it, and that's what I like. And I brought some aspects of the old film 28 days later, so I thought that was cool. And then towards the end of that film, it just fell off completely for me. And then a lot of people try to explain it. I saw a video explaining the ending to that film, and I was like, okay, just because you make sense out of it doesn't mean I like it. You get me? I still don't like the direction you guys went with that. But you know what? I gave it a chance, a second chance to watch the second film. I don't think that ending held me back. So I went to see the second film. 28 years later, The Bone Temple. And I mean, let me see if I could pull something up here. Just, I don't know if I'll get flagged for that. But 1 second. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Did I X this out here? All right, so and 3, never seen any of the 28 series. Yeah, I mean the 28, look, it's good. It started off 28 days later, started off, it had Cillian Murphy in it. It was a good independent film that blew up, and it was nice, and it had a new take, and it was fresh. And the thing about the number is like it takes place 28 days later after the virus, right? After the virus it was exposed and everybody got infected, the movies take place the time period the title says. So this one, it says 28 years later, the Bone Temple, 28 years later, that's when it took place. Now, to really get into this, we have a character called Spike, and we're following his journey from part 1. We're following this journey from part 1 in the latest film, the film previous to it. And it was just like, all right, this kid, he left the island that was protected, that he was on, and he goes and he does things with his mom. He gets his mom killed, which was crazy. And he grabs her skull. And actually, in this part right here, the skull is his mom's skull that he collected is all the way up there. It's crazy. That's the thing about this film. It's very far-fetched. It's very intense. It's very disturbing. There's so many ways to put it, but it's interesting, to say the least. Like, it's interesting. It grasped me, it held me in for a bit, and I wanted to know what was happening next. So with this film, it opens up, it continues, and from my understanding, this film was filmed right after the first one. So they just like immediately went into it. So, and you can feel that because it picks up right after it. So in this film, there's alpha dogs or alpha zombies, and you get this main alpha zombie. There's only one alpha zombie, and it continues. And it's just like, fuck. It's like, yo, you had so much potential to do with this character, and you had so much potential to do with the doctor, Kelson, and you guys didn't do it. I'm thinking of making an edit video so I can really break it down. But nonetheless, I give this film a 5 out of 10. I don't want to get too in depth because I'm assuming a lot of people in the chat right now didn't see it, but I'll make a video explaining why I feel the way I did and why I felt like I had questions going into this film, and I came out having even more questions added on top of the first questions. The cinematography was great. All of that was great. There was characters in here I did not care for. We had the Jimmy gang, Jimmy Cartel or Crystal, Jimmy Crystal. It was just like, why did you guys go this route? But whatever. I think I'm gonna just make a separate video, an edited video describing and giving a good review on this film. But nonetheless, do I recommend for you guys to see it? I think you guys can wait till it's on a streaming service than to go to the movie theaters. But then, maybe what I don't like, you like. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. All right, what else we got going on? What do you guys got going on? How's everyone doing? This is more like a let me chill, let me get my settings correct, let me understand how my mic is working. If it is, all right. Look up some other things while we just discuss and talk. What movies have you guys seen? What movies are you guys excited to see? I'm doing well, just chilling. That's good to hear, Joshua. I'm glad. I'm glad. I did recently also watch a TV show called what was it called? Miss His and Hers, I think it was called, with Tessa Thompson and what's his name? The guy that plays Punisher. And I thought that show was good. Enjoyed Predator. Oh, I haven't watched Predator. I want to watch Predator so bad. What is it called? Predator Badlands or Predator something? Something like that. 2025 movie releases. Let's see that. Most anticipated. I mean, it's 2026, but we can go over what films you guys saw or what films I saw from this list. So I think that would be pretty interesting. This is coming from Collider. We have 28 years later. Look, this is another another issue I had with this film, with the newest film that just came out, is that this guy, this man, what's his name? I forgot. Aaron Taylor, who plays the father, Jamie, of the boy Spike, had such a pivotal, like, important role within this film 28 years later. The first film within the trilogy or franchise that they're going to make. And then we don't see him in part two. We don't see him in this film. And it's like, yo, how you guys are not going to show what the father's doing and what he's trying to do to get his son back? Because his son went on the little Lord of the Rings journey. And it just didn't work out for him. But again, that's just another thing that I was just like upset with. Like, yo, I want to see what's going on with him. I care more about him than the Jimmy gang. Like, whatever. But I don't know. They gave it a 9 out of 10. They gave this film 9 out of 10. Let me see. 28 years later, was it a 9 out of 10? I don't think it was a 9 out of 10. I think they're overdoing it. I think I would give it like an 8 out of 10. The most. 8 out of 10. Josh, to be honest, I haven't watched any movies in a while. So I don't know what movies are good or bad. That's good. That's cool. I'll see. I act like I watched a lot of films lately, but I haven't really. It was just recently. Avatar, Fire and Ash. You see, Avatar is one of those films that supposed to be big, spectacular, and I haven't watched it. And I did enjoy part one. I thought it was overhyped though, but I enjoyed it. My mom actually loves this film, so I know I would want to take her. Actually, she loved the ride in Disney World in Florida. We went on Avatar something, the way I forgot what it was called, but that ride was amazing, and she enjoyed it. It was in Animal Kingdom. But yeah, we got Fire and Ash, which is what, the last film in the trilogy or the third film, the third installment. I think they were supposed to make a 4 and 5, but James Cameron's talking about like not having the amount of money to do it or finding a cheaper way to do it, which makes sense because even though this film came out as a $1 billion film, like it made billions of dollars, the first film, I think we're in a different age where technology is picking up and it's like, yo, not everybody's going to the movie theaters as well to go watch these films. So I think it's making his life difficult or their life difficult to actually do it. But I do want to watch that. You see, it gives 7 out of 10. So you're telling me Avatar Fire and Ash is not as good as 28 days later? 28 years later? They gave it a 9 out of 10? Hmm. All right. Oh, isn't this the John Wick spinoff? I want to see this too. I'm a big fan of John Wick, so I think why not? Why not watch this film? Should be interesting. In the world of John Wick. Oh, they gave it a 7. All right. The Battle of Bactan Cross. I haven't heard about this one. Hmm. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. I haven't heard about that film either. Do they have a rating for these films? Or have these films not come out yet? Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, they gave it a 6 out of 10. Uh-oh. The Bride. What are the good? I guess there's not a lot of good films. Captain America: Brave New World. I still haven't seen. I think I started watching and then I was like, I got distracted real quick. But we will see. Do you think you went in with over expectations? For what? For the 28 years later? I think I was very for the Bone Temple. I think I was very excited to see what happens next. Like, all right, I didn't like the ending of the last film, but I did like the narrative and the story throughout the film and the pacing. And I thought, all right, there's a lot of things that they could work with, and you know, I'm interested in seeing where they're gonna go with it and what route they take. And then the ending of that film came out, and I was like, what just happened here? This is stupid and corny, and it didn't work out for me. But I still was excited to see what happens next. And then was I let down? I was let down. I was let down for the next film. Captain America, Brave and Bold. Damn, 4 out of 10. Damn, that shit must have been whack. But I'll formulate my own opinion about that. Because I don't know. No, Brave New World, crap movie. I mean, I haven't seen Brave New World, to be honest. So I don't know. Am I going with high expectations? I'm going. Well, I mean, now I'm not. I'm gonna just be like, all right, it's probably a mediocre film or not even. But Companion, January 31st. I didn't see Companion. I don't know what it's about. The Conjuring: Last Rites. I haven't seen this film. And what is this, like the fourth or fifth installment? Let's see. The central stream of movies from the highest earning horror franchise. Okay. You gotta put your chest out there. From the highest earning horror franchise of all time finally comes to a close. The highest earning horror franchise. Is the Conjuring universe the highest horror franchise? Because honestly, I think the Conjuring is a great horror series, but damn, it beats Nightmare on Elm Street. It beats Friday the 13th. I mean, a lot beats Friday the 13th, but still. It beats Halloween. Well, what else can it be? It beats Leprechaun. A lot of people don't like Leprechaun. I don't know why. I loved Leprechaun. What are the horror franchises out there? It beats Saw. It beats Saw. Would think Saw. Let's see. Not into horrors. Never seen Conjuring. Wait, what? Come on, Martin. You got to see some Conjuring. You got to see something. Oh, all right. Let me go. It says a new stage of horror had been kickstarted, spearheaded by filmmaker James Wan. James Wan is the one that did Aquaman, correct? 2013, The Conjuring was a box office hit, introducing the Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson's Lorraine and Ed Warren, the real-life paranormal investigators and couple. Last Rites is the fourth film in the franchise's central Conjuring movies. Okay, the fourth film. And the ninth overall. Okay. So, I mean, if they have 9 films, I guess that's what makes it something. Who directed the Nun spinoffs? All right. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing that. I got a 7 out of 10, so that's pretty cool. The case that ended it all. Yeah, I could go for that. Eddington. Don't know what Eddington is. Joaquin Phoenix is in it though. Hmm. Hey, 8 out of 10. Oh, Pedro Pascal is also in there. F1. Isn't this with Brad Pitt? Is this with Brad Pitt? The director that made Top Gun Maverick, a film in which the title character is tasked with helping a group of young recruits become a good. Okay, I seen that. I mean, with the latest film one, Krasinski seems ready to stick with his formula as the film stars Sony Hayes, Brad Pitt, yup, a former racing legend who is brought out of retirement to help a Formula One racing team. All right, so it's all about Formula One. I know a couple of people that are into Formula One and car racing. So 8 out of 10. Yeah, those are good numbers. Ooh, what did they give Fantastic Four first steps? What do you guys think they gave it? Let's be honest. I'm gonna give it, in my opinion, I'll give Fantastic Four first steps. I'll give it. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, it's a little bit above okay. I think, and okay is 5, right? I would assume 5. Comic Chef says 6. Yeah, I think it's a 6 too. Yeah, I'm not really into horror movies as much because in order for me to actually enjoy and have interest in actually watching it, it has to be super scary. I completely understand, but I also appreciate horror films. I don't know how to describe this. I like practical effects when it comes to horror films. I like makeup, I like the masks, I like the designs, but I also understand where you're coming from, so I can't hold you to it. I grew up watching horror films, especially some old films that I need to rewatch that I probably don't even remember correctly. But my father is a very big horror fan when it came to like the designs and the makeup artists and all of that. But yeah, I think Fantastic Four first steps. I'll give it a 6. Let's see what they gave it. I know Comic Chef said he'll give it a 6 as well. Do you feel they are sequel crazy at the moment? I feel limited on new ideas. Love F1, don't care about the movie. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe, could be. A lot of these films have a lot of sequels. All right, so the new Fantastic Four movie. Are you also feeling a sense of deja vu for some unexplainable, baffling reasons? One of Marvel's most popular superhero groups, the Fantastic Four, has been nearly impossible to get it right on the screen, big screen. Nearly impossible. Honestly, I'm probably in the yeah, I'm probably I enjoyed the other Fantastic Four films. I mean, Rise of Silver Surfer I enjoyed because of Silver Surfer and the way he looked and badass, but they did butcher Galactus. I don't really think they butchered Galactus in this film. I actually like Galactus in this film, so I don't know. But again, I think a lot of people did it. So, but let's see what they gave Fantastic Four. Wow, they gave Fantastic Four a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 might be mm, 7 out of 10. Fantastic Four. We had the new Silver Surfer. We had Fantastic Four. I did like that speech, but I feel like that was the only speech. Can I give it higher than a 6? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna have to leave it at 6. But 7 out of 10. Frankenstein. This I did see Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix. Here it is. Look at this. Genre maestro Guillermo del Toro hit new heights in his collaborations with the streaming titan Netflix for his Academy Award winning animated feature Pinocchio, which I just recently bought. So I'm eager to watch that right now. It was a beautiful stop motion animation reimagining of the classic folktales, reinterpreting the time honored material into a dark anti fascist parable echoing themes that has been long present in his beloved slate of films. So, yeah. So, I actually got to see this film and I like the film. I like the take on it. I know it's very different from the older films. I know a lot of people, again, had their opinions on Frankenstein himself, Dr. Frankenstein, and then the monster, and then their relationship. And it's like a father and son relationship and the acceptance and everything. And I just like the flow of the film and I like the direction. I felt like it's his own project, his own thing. Like it's like, yeah, I seen Frankenstein, but have you seen Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein? It's a different take on things. It was a little bit of twists. It was a long, but engaging film. It had me going. Not so too much action, but I think the emotional part, the emotional aspect of it, and the acceptance between father and son, and then what is it you want? And I'm scared kind of deal. And, you consider me a monster, but everyone's a monster amongst men. Like, it was great. It was cool. I don't know what I would give it though. What did they give it? Did they give it anything? I don't think they did. Oscar Isaac. Freakier Friday. I have not watched Freakier Friday, so there's not much I can say. Freaky Friday, I think I've seen when I was a kid, but other than that, I haven't. I don't even remember Freakier Friday. What, they switch bodies, right? That's what it was. But what are their relationships? Like, is that mother and daughter, granddaughter and daughter, niece, or they just two separate people? Body swapping tale is finally getting a long-awaited sequel. Was it long-awaited? Golden. Is this Pharrell? Pharrell Williams. Yeah. Told through Legos. One of the more curious biopics released this year was Piece by Piece, an animated documentary about the life of Pharrell Williams told through Legos. What the fuck? I didn't even hear this come out. I didn't even know this was coming out. Kenneth, what is up? Thank you for dropping by. Welcome to the live stream, the podcast with TK. Wish me good luck. Highest to lowest. Oh, I heard about this. Director Spike Lee. In my previous job, I bumped into Spike Lee. And we had a weird interaction. But I'll tell that story for another day. How to Train Your Dragon. I hear a lot of this. A lot of good things about this animation. I never seen it, but now I think now it's a live animation. Live, what is that called? Live. We're watching a live action film of the animation. There you go. Boggs, what is up? Oh, look at everybody coming through, just chilling. I'm just having a vibe here, just chilling. Just going through films of 2025. I want to see what's next. Oh, Jurassic World Rebirth. I haven't seen this film. I'm a big fan of the franchise, and I would love to see another Jurassic World film, a Jurassic Park film. And it's crazy because there's some films you just don't like, and you're like, it's horrible. They did this wrong. Why did they go this route? This didn't look well. I'm tired of it. Nah, forget it. And then you hear an announcement of a Jurassic Park film, and you're like, oh, dinosaurs. I want to go see dinosaurs. It's just one of those franchises that for me, just can't go. Like, I'm going to always want to see it, regardless if it's whack or not, right? I don't know. That's how I feel. Look, and it got a 5 out of 10, so it wasn't all that. Ooh, Megan 2.0. I haven't seen this franchise, but I hear good things about this franchise as well. So I'm eager to see Megan. Was the last film just called Megan? I don't know. Vice versa, 1988. You ever see it? No, I haven't seen that, Martin. To be honest, I should go watch that. There's a lot of films I want to watch. Marty Supreme. Isn't this about the kid or the guy? What is he? A teenager or is a kid? Timothy Chalamet. Yo, I heard so many times I heard this guy's name and I never looked him up or either put interest into seeing who he was. But from what I hear, he's extremely talented. I think he's an actor, a singer, and I think he just won a Golden Globe, if I'm not mistaken. So now I'm interested. Now I want to know what this guy has, because sounds like he's performing well. Marty Supreme, that's him. Look, 8 out of 10. That's pretty legit. Love Jurassic Park, but it was okay, but pointless. Did read the original book and it was good. Yeah, I have books down here that I have to like sort, but I have a picture. Oh, check this out. Let me see if I could get this picture. If I can't, then damn. But I actually have a picture of when I was on deployment. I was in a hole and I was reading Jurassic Park. Like, what? What are you talking about? I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you right now. Where are we? I remember reading a Jurassic Park. Boom. Ha. You guys thought I was lying. Boom. You see that? It's your boy, and that's Jurassic Park. And I was on deployment, and I was in the hole for like a couple of weeks, like living within the hole. All right, so Marty Supreme. Next, Materialists. Again, Pedro Pascal. But this one also has Chris Evans and Dakota Johnson. I wonder what this is about. From writer La La. Tremendous debut centered on an incredible trifecta of performances. So naturally, songs follow up how wealthy man, but struggles to shake her feelings for a broke actor and wait. Okay, so she's involved with a wealthy man, but falls in love with a broke actor, I guess. I don't know. Mickey 17. Isn't this Robert Pattinson? Is there two Robert Pattinsons? Hmm. Hmm. It just looks like too much. But it got an 8 out of 10. So maybe it could, maybe I should. He's not a household name thanks to the runaway history making success story that is Parasite. Ooh. Now his next movie looking to be La Da Da Da, which is intriguing. General tone of the trailer pretty much confirms that Mickey 17 will be a comedy at its core. Robert Pattinson in a comedy. What's even more intriguing is its concept and lead character played by Robert Pattinson in a role that furthers him a master performer, as his voice in the film is entirely unrecognizable. Okay. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Did this come out already? I haven't seen this film. It's the 8th film in the franchise. Tom Cruise's franchise. That's all he needs is Mission Impossible. And you know what? I agree. That's all you need. Shit, yo. Because his films, I love the Mission Impossible films. I'm sorry. It's probably repetitive to others. It's probably, yo, why were you going to watch? No, I mean, I enjoy this more than Fast and the Furious. I don't know. Chris Evans, the Human Torch. Yeah, that's my Human Torch right there. I mean, I thought he played Human Torch better, and I thought the actor that played Mr. Fantastic. I mean, again, there's one thing you can say that somebody plays a role better, but then there's another. It's like, hey, listen, I didn't write the script, so are you blaming me or you're blaming how they wrote the character? And that's a fair argument. Tasty Perry. If he's making chicken tostadas with arroz con queso. Hell yeah. Damn. Where's mine? Let me see where my girl's at. Mission Impossible. Look, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. He's still breaking like numbers because 8 out of 10 is a really good number. The Monkey. Ooh, I think I heard about this. Let's see. Was one of 2024's biggest horror hits. Long Legs. I haven't seen it. Bringing back the serial killer horror film spectacle that we've rarely seen in the 1991 Silent of the Lambs. Perkins is one of today's most idiosyncratic horror filmmakers. Idiosyncratic. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. Crafting stories of demons and the occult, but still focusing on the mental terror and human horror of it all. He returns with The Monkey, a supernatural horror film based on the 1980 story by Stephen King. Stephen King has so many adaptations to his books. It's so crazy. My man. Another one making money. I hope he makes money out of all of that. 7 out of 10. So, okay. Paddington in Peru. I've never seen Paddington. Okay. All right. How many films do they have here? Predator Badlands is a film I want to watch. I heard it's not a horror film, but it's how do they describe it? How would you describe Predator Badlands if you had to? From my understanding, it seems like hmm, I don't know. Somebody told me about it and I was just like, that sounds like it's just a journey, A journey. I don't know where I'm going with that journey film. Like he's just I don't know. But I want to see it. I want to see because I like the animation film and I liked what was it called? Uh wow, what was the one called that oh Prey. There it is. They have it right here. Wow. I watched Batman Begins again, seventh time or more, trying to get the boys into it. Hell yeah. I need to rewatch Batman Begins. I would love to see where we get wow, I'm getting a brain fart here with these characters. The one who trains Batman, Neil Leeson, or Neil Leeson. Fuck, all over the place. Predator, Badlands. The Running Man. Isn't this the Running Man of Arnold? Arnold's Running Man. I'm surprised they remade this film. Oh, Ra's al Ghul. Now I remember Ra's al Ghul. Based on a brilliant Stephen King novel again. Directed by Ed Wright, written la da da. Excited to Running Man is one of the most many classic sci-fi action films from the era, featuring the entertaining action we expected. La da da, blah blah blah. Family Feud, host Richard Dawson's an evil game show producer. However, as fun as the movie is, it's not exactly a faithful adaptation of the book. It's based on. Oh, but it gave it an 8 out of 10. Is that Josh Brolin? Yeah, Josh Brolin's in it. Sinners. Sinners. I did see this film and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. I thought it was new. I thought it was fresh. I thought, like, what's going on? I'm intrigued. If they made a Sinners 2, I'll be very interested in seeing where it goes. I also thought it was overhyped. Like, everybody was saying it's like the best movie and everything like that. But I thought it was a really good movie. Solid movie. I had questions, but that's fine. I thought it was good. And I thought it was okay. And then somebody, I didn't see the after credits, and then I saw the after credits finally, and I was like, okay, so they answered that part. All right, so this film is actually really good. It's really good. But other than that, I think it was overhyped when it first came out. They're like, oh my god, this is the greatest film ever. I was like, oh my god, relax. It's a good film, but yeah, 8 out of 10. I would have gave it an 8 out of 10 too. Yep. Smashing Machine with The Rock. Actually, I bumped into Benny just in case you guys wanna the director wanna say I'm lying. Oh shit, but I can AI this. Can you just like AI pictures now? Fuck. You guys probably think I'm AI and everything. Let me see. I took a picture with him because he was in the city promoting Smashing Machine, right? Smashing Machine. Let me see, where's this film at? If I could get it. Oh, that was him. Shit. No. Yeah, right here, look. You see him? You guys see him? That's it. Well, this is me, but if you see, this is the director, and he's holding up the poster, and he was promoting his film. It was mad random. But yeah, Smashing Machine is one of those films I do want to see. So I heard The Rock did great. And I know it's not a role that he usually plays. So I'm interested in seeing if he could actually branch out of his character, out of his known character, and, perform in a different way and as a different character and different emotions and see where it comes. But I'm interested in seeing that. Superman. I did see Superman, and Superman was a good film. Solid film. Predators learning to work with surrounding life, not just kill it. Okay. Predator learning, not predators. Okay, cool. So you see, I'm interested in that film. I want to see where that film goes. Superman was good. It was solid. I mean, I think this is the Superman that everybody that was against Zack Snyder's Superman wanted. Again, they were like, yo, Zack Snyder's Superman is too dark. Why is he like that? No, I don't like that. La da da da. Okay, let's make a jolly Superman here. And a lot of people complained about his strength and everything within this film. And it's like, yo, did you not notice? They gave you, they told you why he's not at 100%. He starts off the film not at 100%. So, but I thought it was a good film. And actually, I met Lois Lane, the actress that plays Lois Lane too. Mad random. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Superman. Yeah, 7.5, 8 out of 10. I could work with that. The Thunderbolts. Now, this is an underrated film, I believe. I actually enjoyed Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts, to me, was really good. I enjoyed it. I guess I went with low expectations, and then I was surprised on how good the film was, and I was like, "Wow, it worked out." Oh, wow, they actually they utilized Sentry in a good way. You know, you first of all you'd be like, "Yo, how's this guy?" But I mean, Sentry, yes, he's all powerful, and they show his abilities, and they show how strong he is. But they capped him off, and they were like, "Nah, this is it." And then they go into his head looking for Bob Reynolds, and I thought that part was so good. And then he's on that that hospital bed just sitting there, and it was the Sentry, the Void. It was the Void, and I thought it was good. Thunderbolts was really good. Thunderbolts great. Yeah, man. I love Thunderbolts. I love Thunderbolts. I can give that an 8 out of 10. I could be like, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Superman was. I probably put this a little bit above Superman. Damn, it hurts to say, but and again, maybe it's the surprise of how good it was that's like peaking up there. But I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So yeah, 8 out of 10. That's what they gave it. Yep, you see. So we're good. Kendrick Lamar comedy, no, good. Tron. Actually, this is a series that I've been trying to dive into because I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any of the Tron films. So honestly, I don't know anything about it. But what I could tell you is that I was on. I went to Universal. I went somewhere where the Tron ride was, and I fucked up my hands, my arms. I put my arms underneath the thing, and I was supposed to put it above the ride, and then we went, and then it was just like hurting my arms. I got bruises. I remember. But yeah, Tron. I'm looking forward to this trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. I think the Tron Legacy. Yeah, look at that. Tron and Tron Legacy. I probably remembered primarily because of their vibe. Okay, but I'm trying to see those films, and Jared Leto's in it, and I want to see his performance in those. So yeah, Tron Ares, 7 out of 10. That doesn't sound bad. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. I've seen. Have I seen previews to this trailers of Knives Out? I gotta see because I feel like there's other films within this. But Daniel Craig, can't go wrong with Daniel Craig. I mean, my man's doing good, and I honestly I wish I seen him in more films other than 007 and this. And I don't even think I've seen all the 007 films. It gave me Agents of Shield series good. Okay, can't stand the Avengers movies. Damn, which ones? You can't stand none of them? I thought Avengers films were good. Actually, the underrated one I thought was really good with Ultron. Uh, 8 out of 10. Yeah, you see, I want to see this. Where to watch on Netflix? Definitely putting that on my watch list. Wicked for good. I haven't seen any of the Wicked. Wizard of Oz. I'm assuming, right? This has. I haven't seen any of these films. I'm interested in seeing them though. I want to see them. I don't know. The trailers really got to me. I was like, okay, I could watch that, but I never actually sat down and watched the film. Wolfman. I haven't seen Wolfman. Yeah, I haven't seen that. 4 out of 10. Damn, 4 out of 10. That's probably the lowest rated film on this page right now. 4 out of 10. Zootopia 2. Don't tell me Zootopia beats it. I haven't seen Zootopia either. So, but 8 out of 10. There we go. Zootopia running it. All right. And we went through all the films of 2025 that Collider had to show for us. That's pretty cool. So again, what I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to do a podcast maybe every morning. Maybe I get off and right now I just work on material for tomorrow morning and see what we can talk about. I think doing a every morning podcast would be fun, would be cool, and I think we can stay up to date with trending news and material. I also heard that Star Wars, there's a big situation with Star Wars. Let me see. Uh, hold on. Where am I here? Let's go Star Wars. Okay. All right. So yeah. So this is another big talk. It says by a Hollywood Reporter, Star Wars shakeup. Kathleen Kennedy steps down as George Lucas protege Dave Filoni takes over Lucasfilms and executive Lin Brennan. Ooh, and I know a lot of people like the direction Dave Filoni was going. I think he did a couple of films or TV shows with Star Wars universe. So that's interesting. I know a lot of people hated on Kathleen Kennedy, and it's mostly because the how do you call it in Star Wars? Not the sequels, not the prequels, the pre-sequels. I have no idea. The whole what's the new franchise? Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Whatever that trilogy, whatever you consider that trilogy. I think she was a big part of that. And Ray and your boy right here. Actually, I liked his story. To be honest, I liked his story within the comic books because I remember reading once it was coming out, and I thought it was really good. Rise of Skywalker, Kylo Ren, Adam Driver. Yeah. But that's a big change for Star Wars. We shall see. We shall see where they go. Dave Filoni. Yeah, there you go. I think he did what he do? Dave Filoni. Do they have any of his projects here? I don't know. Anyways, I wonder what the fans think, the big Star Wars fans, what they think about that. I'd say Zootopia is good if you are into some comedy. Yeah, I could watch some Zootopia. I'm into everything, I think. Let me see. Am I into everything? I like horror, I like action, I like comedy, I like romance. I like I like good films, regardless of the genre, I guess. Just do a Darth Bane trilogy. Imagine. We shall see. We shall see where they go with all of that. That'll be interesting. That'll be cool. What else we got here? Anything else that we could look at? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's not. TV? I need TV? Damn, I gotta watch some TV shows. The Big Bang Theory stars, sitcom, revive, la la la. Yeah. How to Drain a Dragon was good. Yeah, man, I want to see that. I hear it was really good. I would love to see How to Train a Dragon. But I think I'm gonna end it here. This was like a test run as well, just to see how you guys can hear me, because I did do some modifications on this microphone here to see if it helps or it improves the way I sound. And on top of that, I wanted to see the how the background looks and also how my internet service is working and if it's working well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I had fun doing it. I thought it was pretty cool to see different perspectives, to actually go through these articles and see what they think. And I think the majority of what was it? Was it Collider? I think I agreed they like we had similar tastes and ranking system. Um so yeah. But I'll end the stream right now. I think we just hit an hour. So I think that was pretty cool. Again, on the background, I'm gonna see if I do an edited video of 28 years, the Bone Temple review. Also, I want to watch some films and record and see I can edit those as well. So again, I'm trying to do a podcast Monday through Friday. I believe I could do it in the weekend as well. But right now, I think a Monday through Friday podcast in the morning. We just chill, we vibe, we talk about comics, we talk about movies, we talk about TV shows, pop culture, anything like that. I'm down for it. And anything you guys want to talk about besides politics and religion. That's it. You know, I don't want to get into all of that. but but yeah, I had a good time. I'll catch y'all later. Two Gun, thank you for dropping by. Martin, Joshua, Perry, Comic Chef. Who else? Vogs came through. M3 Lions. 3 Jag came through. Wow, a lot of people came through, huh? Great Legend Show. All right. All right. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Thank you, Jag. I'll definitely start doing this more often and actually have topics to talk about and actually, have a flow to it. So it's not all over the place. It's not scattered. And we can actually just chill, vibe, get our opinions, give you my feedbacks. If you guys ever want, drop me some comments about any films, anything you think I should be reading, because I do read as well. Actually, I'm reading the Endurance and also Atomic Habits. I know Atomic Habits been around for a minute. I just decided to actually read it now. I do have a lot of books. Those right there, actually, those are books right there. Those are Dracula and Frankenstein. A lot of history, ancient history here, philosophy. That's I think a World War II book. And let me see. I have SPQR, of course, that's known. I have The Wager, that's known as well. I have some Plato up there. It's just all over the place. I have Jackie Chan, his memoir, that was pretty cool. I read that. His relationship with his father was very interesting, and then how he got through America and came through being a stuntman for Bruce Lee and getting attraction and finally starring in, I think it was like Police Story. That was a good film. Sherlock Holmes, Joe Hill, and then up here's behind me are some films. That's a Rambo DVD collection, and that's X-Men trilogy, the first trilogy collection. So I think I could run through my movies that I have and see what you guys think. I do have a bunch of DVDs up there as well. I don't know if I want to change the quality of the films. I mean, I should at least Blu-ray 4K films, but I don't think it's a necessity. Read the Harry Potter books ready for the series coming. Oh yeah, you know what book I wanted to read, and I have it right there. It's the Odyssey. So right there is the Odyssey and Iliad because of Christopher Nolan's Odyssey film that's coming out. So I wanted to read that as well. So that's on a high list, meaning I gotta read that real quick before Christopher Nolan's film. When does Christopher Nolan's let's see Christopher Nolan Odyssey premieres? Release date July 17th. So I have until July 17th to read that book. Or yeah, to read that story. Oh, Harry Potter new series. I could read Harry Potter. I've read Harry Potter, I think only the first book, Sorcerer's Stone, when I was a kid. If you need help filling in some of those empty spaces on your shelves, let me know. Yo, too good, but bro, I definitely need help. I want to see what I want to do, but I want to do it in like an order. Like I want to really, whatever goes up there, I want to be able to be like, hey, listen, I could tell you all about it because I've seen it, I read it, you know, I played the game. Like right here is my gaming shelf, which is pretty cool. Bunch of games here. Bunch of games that I want to continue playing. But yeah. That's that. But again, I want to say thank you for everybody that came through, dropped by, chilled with me. I know it was a random stream. Now that I have this, after this, I should be setting up the next stream. I want to say tomorrow morning, but tomorrow's a Saturday, and I don't want to be. I mean, I could do it very early, but I don't think anybody will be up like around 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. Like, is anybody gonna be up? Should I do it tomorrow morning or should I just wait for Monday? I think a Monday through Friday stream would be good. I could just gather information and topics that I would like to talk about. And maybe you guys would want to hit me up on Instagram and be like, yo, maybe you should talk about this, or this is interesting, or this movie's coming out, this video game, you know? Oh God, read the rest. Oh yeah, I need to read it. Harry Potter. I remember reading Sorcerer's Stone. Because I bought the box in the back of Scholastic News. I'm about to go back in my head right now. All right, Scholastic News. I bought the box set in the back like I did with Lord of the Rings, and I remember having the Sorcerer's Stone. I remember reading Sorcerer's Stone. I remember Chamber of Secrets was next. Prisoner of Azkaban, and then I get lost. I think it's Goblet of Fire, Fire Goblet, all of that. But yeah. But I don't know, my dog messed something up here. I think he's moving things around. Anyways, see you guys. 8 is 1 p.m. for me. You are 5 hours, I think. Wow, I forget about that. That's a big difference. But I want to say again, thank you everyone for dropping by. I'll see you guys when I can. If not tomorrow, then definitely Monday. Either way, I'll put up a stream reminder. Is that what they called? And I'll come up with a thumbnail, and it would just be a basic live stream thumbnail for the podcast, and then I'll just be talking. I don't know if I should be showing myself, or maybe I could do a podcast without showing myself. Is it a podcast when you're showing yourself? Yeah, because Joe Rogan shows himself. What? Look at me comparing me as myself to Joe Rogan. 11:34 p.m. here. Oh wow, it's 6:25 here. Anyways, all right. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for dropping by. Peace. Peace. Let me see if I